Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Eastern Central Racing Association. Here we are, Season 1, round number 8 at Sonoma Raceway. Boy, I tell you, they've got a perfect day for racing out there. Air temperature 79 degrees, winds only 2 miles an hour, track temperature 84 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, click that notification bell whenever you want to know when we're going live. And as always, folks, now they're running the 75% field tonight. They do have the one fast repair. They'll have 2 green-white checker attempts for 26 laps here tonight at this 1.96 mile oval. Not oval, but road course. I'm so used to saying oval all the time. But yeah, get a little bit of road course action going out here tonight. And before we head on down to the track, we want to thank our broadcast sponsor, ButtKicker, for their support. Don't forget to check out their link in the description on all their great products. ButtKicker, feel what you've been missing. And also, before we head on down to the track, let's take a look at the standings as they are now. After, I believe it was Kentucky was the last race. Justin Lesher is your leader by about 30 points. Ahead of Brian Kozad, Danny Foster moved up a position into the 3rd spot. Matthew Dunn remains at the 4th position. Corey Boone also moved up. A lot of folks moved up this past week. Corey Boone up 1 into 5th. Stephen McComas up 3 positions in the 6th. Matthew Chase up 1 in the 7th. Now Garrett Kaiser, he did drop a spot down to 8th position. The biggest mover so far, Tyler Powers, up 5 positions into that 9th spot, and David Meacham rounds out your top 10. And Travis Kraswinski, I think he might have missed at least, I want to say 2 races. I know he wasn't there last week. I think it might have been 2, and that kind of hurt him a bit. Boy, he's dropped 8 spots down to 11th there. And as you can see on down the order there in the top 20, where everybody's been moving up or moving down. And so still a long ways to go here. Only race number 8 here at Sonoma. So a lot of racing to go for sure. And let's bring up the timing. Tyler, looks like we've got just over a minute to go in practice. Let's see who's out there on track there. Looks like there's Jason, who is that? That is Matthew Dunn. Currently 5th fastest with that 1:22.127. Oh, boy, hit that, got over that curve pretty hard. And because, now the field isn't as big tonight, but I tell you folks out there's some guys that came out. Some of them will be road racing. I guess you could say more road racing specialists. There's Kyle Martin, 8th fastest. And some of the guys, hey, they're just up for the challenge, but, road racing isn't everybody's cup of tea. But, hey, if you want to stay up in those points, you know what you got to do to make that happen. Let's see who else is out on track. There's Carl Rourke. He's currently 7th fastest. And looks like the clock is counted down to 0, so we're going to get ready to roll over to qualifying here. And I'm pretty sure this will probably be like private qualifying. Only see one car at a time. So we'll lock in on some guys as they get out on the track here. See a lot of guys coming out onto pit road. And see, there's Tyler Powers. He's starting to head on out. I think he's going to head on out. There he goes. Tyler Powers, one of the big movers here over the last couple of weeks. We'll see how he does here tonight on this road course. Sonoma can be a very challenging. I tell you, it's almost like racing on a roller coaster, folks. I mean, a lot of up and down, and he goes off there, and this is just his out lap. But on once you start your hot lap, if you go off the course, then that will negate that particular lap, and you'll have to go around and try again. Same thing if you hit anything. Well, like I was saying, boy, this place is like racing on a roller coaster. All kinds of elevation changes and just directional changes too. A whole lot of left and right turns at this place here. Of course, then we had this carousel turn right here. That's always fun watching them come out of there, like coming onto the main straight there. And he'll come around to the start-finish line, and now he's starting his first timed lap here. Let's see if he can keep it on track here. That is such an awkward, you're coming up and it's an off-camber turn there, rising up that hill, and then it breaks to the right. And as you can see, just left and right, you're changing elevations and changing directions simultaneously. Very challenging course here. Runs a little wide. I'm not sure if he touched the wall there or not. Hopefully he didn't. That would eliminate this particular lap. Let's see what happens if he can hold on and get a good time in here. Making his way down through the S's. So far, so good. Don't grab too much of those rumble strips. Takes well over a minute to get around this course, just about 2 miles in length. There he comes down through the carousel here. And he'll come to the line. Let's see if he didn't. He came very close to hitting one of those walls. Let's see if this lap will count here. See if he gets a time. And unfortunately, he must have touched that wall, because he did not. That eliminated that lap. So now he has to go around again and see if he can get going. And it's a 5-minute timer, I believe, for qualifying. We've got some other guys already on the board there. There's Ryan Kozad. He's currently your provisional pole there, a minute 19.032. There's Travis Krzyzewski. Yeah, he's got some making up to do here, get back up in those points. He's currently second fastest with a 121.411. There's Garrett Kaiser in the 18 machine. And he just completed his, I guess that's his first time lap. Third quickest, 127.676. And I tell you, boy, they're really, we're less than a minute to go now. And as they're getting ready to wind up qualifying, we're going to take a quick break and pause for our national anthem. Okay, we're back, and time has let's see, it's 5 minutes and 42. They may actually have a little bit longer time period because it's a road course, a few extra minutes. And let's see, do we see anybody else on track? There's Justin Williams. Does he have let's see if he has a time down yet. Yes, he does. He's fifth fastest, 125.707. Oh, and he went off the road that time, so that will do it for that lap. Let's see who else is out there. There's Matthew Dunn. Oh, we saw Matthew get over a rumble strip in practice. Just did it again. So far, he does not have a timed lap there. Let's see. There's Shane Christie. Does he have a time? No, he does not. I'll tell you, it's and we do see some of the drivers that we tend to see up the front, up there. But we also, some of the guys that we used to seeing up there, and some of the guys aren't even here tonight. There's Matthew Chase. He has yet to put a time down. We're at 7 minutes into the qualifying session. I'm going to guess here that it's probably a 10-minute session here. Because, by the time you got to get out and get around the course just to start your first hot lap. And it does take a little while just to get that first time lap in. See what he can get on the board here as he goes down through the S's. Oh, and he gets away from him. And so, yeah, and I get the feeling that there will be several of these guys who may not have a qualifying time at all, and we'll just have to see. They'll just slide in wherever iRacing puts them in there. I'm not sure how iRacing would do that unless it bases it on their practice times, perhaps. But we'll see how the order goes here. And while we're waiting for them to wrap up, we'll take another quick break before they grid up, and we'll be right back. You're watching Eastern Central Racing Association, Season 1, Round number 8, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the ButtKicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Blythe. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we're back for the Eastern Central Racing Association Season 1, Round number 8 here at Sonoma Raceway, and qualifying is complete. They're lining up on the starting grid, and let's take a look at that grid and see where the guys will start. Ryan Kozad will be your pole setter, followed by Tyler Powers in second, Travis Kozwinski third, Justin Lesher in fourth position. Then we have Shane Christie fifth, Craig Martin sixth. Seventh, we have Matthew Chase, Stephen McComas eighth, Ninth, we have Justin Williams. Garrett Kaiser rounds out your top 10. And then we have Kyle Martin 11th. Corey Boone in the 12th position. 13th, we have Levi McFarland. 14th, Matthew Dunn. Carl Rourke is in 15th. Bob Johnson, 16th position. And Hunter Parson rounds out the field in the 17th position. And we're following the pace car down through the course here. They're trying to stay as tightly packed as they can here. You see them snake their way through the course here. They're now looking at the track map. They're down on the back stretch. They're going through the S's. Brian Kozad leading the field. Making that final turn towards the carousel turn there. Somewhere in there, I think the pace car might just pull in right here. There he goes. Yeah, he's going down pit road. That is the entrance to pit road. So we'll see them come down here through this carousel turn. And we're waiting for that green flag here.
Green flag,
We got a green, and we're racing here at Sonoma. So far, so good. Everybody got through there. Heading up through turn 1. Oh, and Kozad, he does go off. Oh, my goodness. Tyler Powers, the posts that are having a little trouble there right through that first section. Let's see, he fell as far as third, and he's able to get back on track and continue going. Meanwhile, Tyler Powers, he quickly took advantage of that error there by Brian Kozad and quickly jumped out to the front, just over a 2-second gap now between second place Travis Kuzwinski. And boy, look at Kozad. He's going nose to nose there with Kuzwinski down to the carousel turn here. Kuzwinski, he gives way as Kozad gets that inside line. Travis in that third position. Boy, they're battling hard for that second spot. Kozad has it. Kuzwinski wants it. There's Justin Lesher. Your points leader there in the fourth position. And I think somebody just spun. That was Matthew Chase, I believe. There he is right there. Had a little bit of a spin here. Let's see what happened. Probably just went around. Oh, he was already sideways going up the hill, and he was trying to, he did manage to recover, but then it looked like he might have just got on the power a little too hard, and it just looped him around there. So no harm, no damage there to the 9 car. Let's take it back alive here. And he's up and running once again, but he is down now in the 15th position. Meanwhile, further back up the field, there's Shane Christie in that 5th spot, number 7. Making his way down to the carousel turn here, trying to catch Justin Lesher there right in front of him, that 8 car. Well, that lead that Tyler Powers had, now it's less. It was over 2 seconds. Now it's 1.8, and he's trying to hold on to it. Brian Kozad got his second win now. He had a little off there right at the start of the race, and so it looked like he's able to continue once again. Oh, and I think we had somebody else go off, Bob Johnson. He's continuing it on here. There's Craig Martin now in the 6th spot. He's like 3 seconds behind Christie and almost 3 seconds ahead of Martin. Kyle Martin, that is. Oh, and somebody just went around. Who was that? Was that the I just saw somebody. That was McComas, I believe, the 70. Did a little loop there. I think he just went around on his own. So here he is, going up and down and left and right through this twisty, and it just got away from him there and didn't hit anything, so he able to turn it back around and keep on going. Get going once again. That put him back to the 13th position. He's chasing Garrett Kaiser there at the moment. And he's got, who's that, Bob Johnson right behind him as they go through the carousel turn. He swings wide and, oh boy, actually McComas was actually on the inside, my bad. Let's see, I'll look up at the front there. Powers is still in the lead, but boy, that gap is coming down more and more. Brian Kozad now less than a second behind, 0.8 seconds. And boy, he is just running the 20 car down. Powers might have had a little bit of luck there that Kozad spun at the beginning, because he is quickly reeling him in as they go through the carousel turn here. Let's see if he'll be able to pull up even closer before they get to turn 1. Doesn't look like he's really close enough to do that though. Kozad continues to chase Powers. Gap coming down even more. Now it's 0.6 of a second. And they're both putting on a good demonstration of their road racing skills here. Powers continuing to lead, trying to hold on. That gap keeps coming down. Well, let's see. Nat actually went up. It's like 0.9 seconds. So he is managing to hold off Kozad for the moment, trying to keep him at bay. And I tell you, boy, look at how far they are from the rest of the field. About 10 seconds ahead of Travis Kwiecinski. And he's pretty much by himself. He's 9 seconds behind Kozad, but he's 4 seconds ahead of 4th place Justin Lesher. There's Justin right there. Then he's followed by the 7 of Shane Christie. And then there's a good little gap back there. We have a few more folks. Looks like maybe McFarland and Boone might have went off. Let's see. Levi McFarland, he's still rolling here. It's showing that he had a spin or something. That's probably all it was. Let's go back and see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he just went sideways there. Doesn't look like he hit anything. That's good. He's able to trying to get control of that car, getting on that all that sand out there and trying to get going. And he's finally able to get that 11 machine back on track and under power once again. Look like we got somebody coming into the pits. Corey Boone making his way down pit road. Oh, and looks like he just stopped there, and Boone, not sure what happened there. He's in the pits. And we're going to see if he's going to, is he doing anything, getting any type of work done, or Let's see if we got a clock on him there. 18 seconds now on pit road, and it doesn't look like he's really doing much of anything. The engine's running, and I think he might have decided, I think I've had enough of this road course here. So he's actually the second retirement. Boone and Parsons are showing retired. There's Kyle Martin in the 5th position. He's gained 6 spots since the start of the race. He's about 5 seconds behind Shane Christie. Justin Lesher is 8 seconds behind him. Let's go back up to the front there, where Brian Kozad, he had that spin, and he hasn't quite been able to recover yet. He fell back as far as 3rd behind Chris Winsky, but he got past the 93, and now continuing to try to overhaul the 20 of Tyler Powers here. Oh, and he locks them up as they go into that turn there. Getting ready to make their way down through the S's. Powers doing a great job to keep him at bay there. As they go through the carousel turn. Trying to see if he can get up there, and but he's starting to lose some ground now, just over a second to the 20 car as they make their way up the hill. Powers still continuing to run a great race so far. Definitely able, doing a good job. And they ran off there just a little bit. I think they both run over that curb each time they come around there. Boy, Kozad really pulled up on him this time. Oh man, he's right on his bumper. He keeps getting closer, and then Powers is able to power away from him just a little bit. Now they're actually starting to come up on some lap traffic. I think that's that looks like Johnson. Who is that? That is can't make who they the 76. That's Bob Johnson. I'm sorry. Oh, and Bob Johnson, boy, he just crashed right in front of the leaders. Oh my goodness, that could have ended badly. And boy, they got lucky there. Let's look at the replay, how close that was. And actually, he had crashed twice. That was I think this is the first time he just grabbed too much rumble strip. But let's look at the second one here. And here he is right in front of the leaders. And you can see the leaders right there behind him. And they're coming down the main stretch there. Oh, and he tags that inside wall, hits the outside. Boy, look how close he came to collecting Brian Kozad. Good grief, that was close. But fortunately, everybody was able to continue on. Powers, he's still in front, and not much of a break there, because Kozad is still there, about 0.6 of a second behind the 20. Let's go see who else is battling through the field here. There's 11th place Matthew Dunn. Now he's only 1.6 seconds ahead of Matthew Chase. And then Levi McFarland. Oh, McFarland spun around again. And now he's going to have to wait for traffic. Oh boy, facing in the wrong direction. Got a bit of damage on that hood. And he is trying to hold on and get through this race here. There's only 17 laps remaining. I believe it was 26 scheduled for tonight. Let's look a little further up there. Stephen McComas. Oh, and he's having a little spin. A lot of these guys are... like I said, they may not run a whole lot of road courses, and then again, you know, I think a lot of guys just don't run Sonoma, to be honest, because Sonoma really can be challenging, and who knows, it may not be on everyone's favorite list. Because, I mean, this track has everything. Elevation changes, you know, S's, hairpin turns, you name it. And there he is right there behind the 55, Matthew Dunn. And Matthew, he's in that 10th spot. He went off a few times in practice, and let's hopefully he can keep it on track here during the race. So far, he's remaining in that top 10. It's all, no matter where you're at, always good to be up in the top 10 for sure. And those guys behind him are fairly close. McComas right there, only 0.4 of a second behind Dunn. And then Chase is right behind them, Matthew Chase, that is. Each of them trying to figure out where they can get the better of the guy in front of them. And going down through the S's here, this is going to be very tricky. Careful not to grab too much of that curbing, and that'll send you off into the dirt there. Here they go down to the carousel turn here. Dunn almost got it sideways as he came out of there. Oh, and Matthew Chase, he's pulling over. He might have had to make an adjustment or something, possibly on his race rig or something, or get himself together. He's off and running once again, but he lost. He was really hanging in there with him. It's a shame he had to pull over there. And there's Dunn still being followed by the 70 of McComas. And now they've got the leaders behind them. That's Powers directly behind them. Powers and Kozad. So, boy, now they've got some traffic to deal with. And I think that was somebody just pulled over. Boy, this is going to be tricky here, folks. Trying to let the leaders through. There's Tyler Powers and Kozad right behind them. And they're catching them right at the S's. And I'm sure that McComas would probably get out of the way if he can. But in these left and right, quick left and right turns here, you almost have to kind of drive your way through that. And I'm thinking maybe as they come out of here, head down towards the hairpin, the carousel turn there, he might get over here and let the two leaders by. Or he might be fighting to stay on the lead lap. Oh, and he gets it wrong, and the leaders are going to go on by. And there you go. Just like that, Powers and Kozad finally get through. McComas, I think that's what he was doing. He was trying to stay on that lead lap and gave it a good try there, but just under braking there, lost it under braking. He's still in that 10th position. Kozad continuing to shadow Tyler Powers. Just cannot make any headway. I mean, you got to give credit to Powers. He's running a very good race here. He's not letting that 87 car rattle him, and he's staying extremely consistent. And that is the thing that can make it hard to get around the guy at a place like this. It had nothing to do with how fast you are, because, you know, Kozad did out-qualify him, but the simple fact that he is not making mistakes and just remaining consistent, and he's probably driving this race at his pace, you know, not letting the 87 try to push him along and force him to go faster than he wants to. And boy, he almost got into the back of the 26, I'm sorry, of the 20 right there. That cost him a little bit of ground there, 3/4 of a second. as he crosses the line. Only 13 laps remaining. And as far as his game plan, all he needs to do is just keep doing what he's been doing.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we actually have a full course caution here. Wow. Okay. And they did show McComas. Well, let's see, where is he there? He's still rolling. I'm not sure what the caution is for. Unless they were going to, this may be a competition caution here, folks, because we are at the halfway point. It was 26 laps the entire race, and we're at 13 to go, so that's probably what it is. They're going to take a competition caution, and the guys, they do have that one faster pair, so I'm sure everybody's going to probably come in and get some fresh tires and everything, and let's see what happens here. Where's your leader at? Now I'm guessing they're going to have to go around and pick up the pace car before the pit road is open. There's no one showing on pit road yet. Should be picking up the pace car any moment now. Don't know if the pace car was waiting for them at the exit of there is the pace car. Yeah, they're just about to catch him now. There we go. And now they have to wait. It's going to take by the time the rest of the field catches them, they'll probably be around the pit road. Of course, they have slowed down. There's Kraswinski. He is just now coming up the hill, out of turn one there. And the leaders are, good grief, they're like quite a ways back. Let's see if they head on down pit road. They're making their way down through the S's now. Ninth place, Justin Williams is actually now just going through the carousel, and they have to go all the way around the track just to catch up. But because it's a caution, they'll all line up once they get in there. Let's see, somebody's on pit road. Bob Johnson, he went down pit road. I'm not sure if he entered early or not, but your leaders let's see where they are. Are any of them going to go in? It does. Let's see. Yes, they are. There they come down pit road. Powers got Cozette almost like he's chasing them even down pit road. There's some guys stayed out. There's Martin. Kraswinski, he's coming in. I think the rest of the field is so far behind them, they may be out of pit road before some of them even get around there. Like say folks back in 8th and 9th perhaps. Making their way down to their pit box. There he stops, and there's Kozad because he was on pole, so he got the first pit box. Let's see who gets out first here. Left side's going on to 20. Looks like, and he'll probably be the Powers. He will win the battle off of pit road. 14.3 second stop. Kozad 15.1 seconds. So Powers won the battle off of pit road, and they'll be pacing behind the pace car while a lot of the other folks are on pit road. There's Shane Christie. Now he's got the 8 of Justin Lesher there right in front of him. Everybody getting tires and fuel. Should get them all to the end of the race here. Oh boy, that was a battle. Lesher came out showing 6th, and Shane Christie actually beat him off of pit road. He gunned that engine, and he got a nose ahead of the 8 there, and was able to beat him out. So Christie up to the 5th position. That's a competition caution, but the caution laps still count. So it's now it's only 11 laps remaining. Just about everybody's done. There's Carl Rourke. He's leaving pit road. Boy, he must have already used his fast repair because he's still missing. Man, the whole entire front of that car is missing. Good grief! I didn't see that one when he hit. Steve McComas on 70. He's on pit road. Left side's going on that 70 car. And your leaders are, where are your leaders? McComas, he's one lap down. The leaders are actually just went by. Now they're still behind the pace car. Let's see if the lights are out on the pace car here. It looks like they are, so they should be going green next time around. Across the line, it'll be 9 laps remaining. And boy, can Brian Kozad do something with that 20 car with only 9 laps to go? He's got to give it all he's got. Can Travis Kwiecinski, can he hold on to these guys this time on the restart?
Hang on, we're not going green.
Oh, and they've waved it off. They may be doing this just to give the entire field a chance to catch up here. Because as you can see by the track map, no one really is caught up to the leaders. The leaders are going down through the S's, and the field is completely spread out. And they may be doing this just to give everybody a chance just to get caught up so we can go again here. So while they're doing that and getting all caught up, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Eastern Central Racing Association Season 1, Round Number 8 here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we are back and we are under caution. And
We're not going green.
oh, and they waved it off again. I'm not sure why they keep waving it off because the laps are running down. Something's going on here. It's only 9 laps to go, and this time when they cross the line, it's going to be 8 to go, and they are quickly running out of laps. Not exactly sure why they keep waving it off. And let's see here. I might see. Let's see if we can go down here and find someone to talk to real quick. There's Danny Foster. Let's grab Danny real quick and bring him up here. See if we can find out what's going on. Hey, Danny, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, I saw we got a couple of delays there. Is it just trying to get everybody caught up or something, or?
Yeah, I believe there's a couple of cars that are still pretty spaced out. They're just trying to get the whole field back together before they let it go green, just to give everybody a fair chance.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking, and yeah, that's a good idea actually, and so yeah, I guess they're going to really they won't have too many left to go, and that'll actually make it for an exciting finish there for sure. How's the track
Yeah, it's
been out
definitely.
there?
I'm not actually in the race this week.
Oh, that's right,
I'm
you are out there. I was looking for your car to lock in on you.
right. Yeah, I'm in my team chat speaking with my team members. I'm not a very good road course racer, so but I think they're just trying to get the field together, try to make it a little more exciting than having it completely spread out.
Right, and it looks like everybody's bunched up pretty good this time. So I'm gonna put you back down to the channel, and that because they're getting ready to go green. I hope this time. Looks like they will.
Yes,
So
sir.
all right then, man.
Thank
Well,
you, sir.
yeah, man. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right.
And yeah, it looks like they will, folks. And the pace car is off, and so they'll be going. Here they go, and it'll be 7 laps to go when they come to the line. And the whole field is bunched up again. We got the green flag. Powers takes off. Boy, look at the battle here. Kraswinski and Kozad, just like the start of the race. This time, Kozad makes a much better move up the hill. This time, he doesn't go off. A lot better than that first time. But boy, Powers got a good jump, 3/4 of a second. And everybody back here is racing hard. They're all together. Look at Carl Rourke there. He's missing the front of that car, but he's still racing hard. Kraswinski, he was third. He lost a spot there to Shane Christie. 7 car moving up to the 3rd spot. Let's look a little further back, and it's just a line of cars here right now. Everybody's, I guarantee you, they're probably a lot of them are battling that track as much as they are each other, and meanwhile up the front, Kozad is trying his best to get close to Tyler Powers there. That gap is around 3/4 of a second, making their way through the carousel, and it'll be 6 laps remaining as they come to the line this time. And Powers, I tell you, he has just been really running. He's been running good this weekend now. And he just been a lot to handle, and so far he's proven himself class of the field. Done a great job under immense pressure from the 87 all race long, and just a lot of good composure. I think who is that in front of them there? That's McComas. And he's trying to stay to the side as much as possible. They run wide. They tend to run wide there anyway, but man, sometimes you can't help, where you catch a lap car, and it's all you can do to try to get out of the way. And fortunately, your 2 leaders were able to get through there unscathed. Powers maintaining a decent gap, right around 3/4 of a second ahead of Brian Kozad. 6 remaining. A little further back, there's Justin Lesher. He's in the 4th spot. He's got a bit of a cushion right now. Kraswinski's a little over a second ahead of him. Craig Martin a couple of seconds behind him. And we have Carl Rourke in the 04 in the 6th position. He's followed by Shane Christie in the 7. Then he had the 12 there, Kyle Martin. And they're having a nice battle there for that 7th position. Martin runs a little wide there. He's going to lose some ground to the 7 that time. Trying to hang on to him there. Then we have the 9 of Matthew Chase in the 9th position. And right now, guys, a lot of these guys are just in survival mode. Just trying to get to that checkered flag, which is only 5 laps away. Tyler Powers continues to lead. That gap now is actually grown to 2 seconds ahead of Brian Kozad, who's still comfortably in that 2nd spot. He's 4 seconds ahead of Travis Kraswinski. But yeah, Powers is just proving to be a little bit too much here. And see, Justin Lesher is there in the 4th spot, and they're all You can see everybody's still running for the most part here. There's McComas. He's in 10th spot. Now, he's not battling Kraswinski, but they were just pretty close there. Oh, the 55 Matthew Dunn, he just spun, but he's able to continue and didn't collect anybody, so that's good. 4 laps now remaining. Let's look a little further back. There's Levi McFarland, the 11th car, in the 11th position. He's 5 seconds behind Rourke and 4 seconds, just almost 5 seconds ahead of Shane Christie. So he's doing what he can to get to that checkered flag. And there's Christie there. Now that wasn't for position because Christie's in 7th, McFarland in the 11th position. But you can see how quickly a lot of these guys can get lapped. I think I just saw Kyle Martin run. He ran off the course there a little bit, and he's got looks like that is Justin Williams behind him, but that's not for position. Williams in 12th spot, Martin in the 8th position. Ryan Kozad continues to try to see if he can do anything. There's 3 laps to go now. The gap is right almost exactly 2 seconds now, 2.2. And trying to figure out something that he can do to catch that 20 car. And but even if he doesn't catch him, I tell you, they both put on a great race here today, and definitely proven themselves class of the field for sure. And really, to Brian's credit, he hasn't been able to catch Powers, but Powers hasn't really been able to get away from him either. He get a little bit of a gap, or sometimes it goes up as high as 2 seconds, but then Kozad will just fight right back. And it's almost frustrating that he'll stay right within a certain window of time, and almost like can't get any closer. And so yeah, I know that might be a little frustrating for him there, and but he's doing a great job even himself to stay consistent so as not to make mistakes and fall further back behind the 20. Here they come to the line now. As they cross the line, it'll be 2 to go. Kraswinski, he's coming around the carousel there. He's in 3rd spot. Craig Martin still about 2 seconds behind him. So there's a good chance that they'll finish where they are at the moment, as long as everybody remains consistent. Let's look a little further back. There's Carl Rourke. He's racing along in 6th. Nobody has in danger of losing. Oh, I just caught somebody went off the road. Couldn't see who that was. Anyway, hey, there's your leader, Tyler Powers, making his way down through the S's. Ryan Kozad, what had gotten up to 2 seconds, the gap now 1.2. So Powers might have been able to stay ahead of Kozad, but Kozad let him know that he was there all race long. Definitely keeping him honest and keeping him on his toes for sure. Come out of the final turn there, come to the line. The white flag will be in the air for the 20. Only one more time now around this Sonoma road course here. Just do everything that you've been doing for the last 25 laps, and you will bring home that checkered flag. And notice how some of those turns are almost like it's like a blind crest there. You almost can't see where you're going. But I tell you, every time they run wide there, that wall is just calling to you. And looks like you're almost headed straight for it. riding on board with Tyler Powers. One final lap here. He's opened up the gap once again, about 2 seconds. There's Kozad. All he has to do now. Oh, and he gets, I was about to say, just cruise to the end. He manages to maintain control of it, or regain control, I should say. Tyler Powers coming out of the carousel there one final time. He's going to come to the checkered flag, and Tyler Powers will be your winner here tonight at Sonoma. Well, I tell you, what a race there, and he got out the front and just stayed there and refused to give up that lead. Excellent demonstration of car control and consistency throughout the entire race. And that's a very tough combination to beat for sure. I think he's decided, I'm just going to do my donuts right here instead of going all the way around the track. And while he's doing that, we're going to grab your top three here and try to get them in the book. Like Kraswinski and Kozad are already there. Let's see if we can find Tyler Powers and bring him up there. Let's see, there he is right there. We'll go ahead and move him on up here. And let's see, where is it? Let's see, where is it? Game room, gaming, sure. And I don't even see the option to move him to the victory circle. That's weird. Oh, I see. I wonder why I couldn't move him to victory lane. That's strange. Let's go down there and try that again here. Okay, there he is. And let's see if we can move him up to victory lane. I don't see victory lane in the list where to move him to. That's really strange. We're going to have to try to do this the old-fashioned way here. We're going to grab him and move him up a little bit, and then we're going to move him up some more. One more, and then and there we go. Oh, we just about got him. We can't move him for some reason. It's like it won't let us move him into the victory lane. I'm not sure why that is. So okay, folks, we're in victory lane. Hey, hold tight, guys. There he is. Okay, I was trying to get Tyler up in the victory lane, but it wouldn't let me drag him up there. But we finally got your top three up here. Tyler Powers, Brian Kozad, and Travis Kraswinski. Hey, Tyler, you got a copy there.
Yeah, I do.
Man, I tell you, boy, man, that was some consistent driving out there and way to hang on. And boy, I know Brian Kozad was putting all kinds of pressure on you, and boy, you didn't crack at all. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I've been practicing for hours and hours, and I make mistakes every single lap, and that's the first time I could put it all together.
Well, you know what? That is when it counts, on race day. And like they say, practice makes perfect. And you were pretty darn close to perfect out there. I didn't see you hardly put a wheel wrong at all, man. I tell you, and that was a great effort there. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to shout out my awesome teammates at VR Motorsports. Honestly, without them talking me through these races, I couldn't get through them. So
10 forward. Congratulations, man. And I know you'll be time to go back to some oval track racing, but maybe you'll be ready for some more road courses whenever they come along.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Glen, man.
10-4, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Hey, Brian, you got a copy?
I do.
Man, I tell you, you did an awesome job just hanging in there with Tyler. And I know you probably tried everything you could to try to, put pressure on him and stuff, man. He just wouldn't crack for you. But congratulations on that second place finish anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset at myself. That second half of the race, I was racing frustrated because all the caution stuff. iRacing just had a wonderful time trying to deal with our halfway caution, and then I had to slam on the brakes trying to avoid a lap car, and I had nothing for Tyler. I feel like if we went green the entire way, we would have had closer finish. I think we would have had more of a shot, but it's whatever. Second place is still good, I guess. But I know I could have won this race if I really wanted to.
Yeah, I guess you were probably kicking yourself a little bit right at the start because what happened there? Did you just happen to go off course or somebody got into you or something?
I just didn't break enough, and I went off course. And I feel like if I didn't do that, I feel like Tyler would have stayed behind me because he had me. I had him in the braking zones, and he had me on launch. And I feel like the way we ran, that's the main reason I couldn't get to him. He just had such a good launch off the corner, but I always caught him in the braking zones. I got into him once at turn 11, and I know I could have done that easily and just dumped him, but that's not how I race. But I wish it could have been closer. Just some people, some stuff happens. It's racing.
Oh yeah, and I tell you, but the two of y'all just pretty much checked out from the rest of the field. I know it got challenging with and as you catch lap cars and everything, but congratulations anyway on that second spot. And anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Thank you for broadcasting races. Thank you anybody watching, and yeah, we'll go next week to Texas. Hopefully, finish one spot higher. Hopefully, I get interviewed first.
There you go, 10-4, and we'll see you next week and see what happens.
I'll see you.
All right, now. Hey, Travis, you got a copy?
I do.
Hey, man, way to hang in there, man. Good to see you back. I think you might have missed a couple of races there.
Yeah, I missed 2 races. Work schedule got flip-flops. I was working nights, so I had to miss 2 races, which is unfortunate for me points-wise. But, got to pay the bills.
Absolutely, and now we are. But you, like I said it to the audience at the beginning of the race. You're back, and man, you got some work to do to close that deficit on those points. And hey, finishing third is a great way to get started. And so now we got the road course out the way, and time to go back to some more oval track racing. How you like Texas?
I don't think I have too much time in at Texas. I was really excited about tonight's race. So I love road courses. I actually prefer them over ovals, but I love the close door-to-door racing that ovals is. So that's why I'm here and started this league with the other owners.
10-4, man. Well, you guys put on a great show as always. And anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to say thank you for the broadcast, and like Cozad said, everybody watching and everybody that helps make this league such a fun league to race in.
10-4, man, and we will see you guys next week at Texas, and good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Okay, folks, well, that's going to do it for us here, and before we leave, let's go ahead and bring up your final standings here. Get those results up here. And, of course, we have Tyler Powers, your winner, Brian Kozad second, Travis Kozlinski third, Craig Martin fourth, Justin Lesher in the 5th position, Shane Christie is 6th, Kyle Martin 7th, Carl Rourke 8th, and Matthew Chase 9th. Levi McFarland rounds out the top 10. Then we have 11th, Stephen McComas. 12th is Justin Williams. Matthew Dunn is in the 13th spot. 14th was Garrett Kaiser. 15th was Bob Johnson. Corey Boone 16th. And Hunter Parson rounds out the field in the 17th position. And as always, we thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV for the Eastern Central Racing Association. This was season 1, round number 8. We'll be heading back to some more oval track racing. And so on behalf of all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.